Good morning, everybody, and this is your SP 500 setups for today. So, yeah, we're back on to trading after a pretty enjoyable weekend, but we are at a very strong weekly level, I see here. So we've had some mixed results come through on earnings, and you can see the swing high here. Obviously, something happened here. You can see we attempted 3 weeks in a row to get through here. This gap is still slightly open from last week, and we did get a pretty big engulfing bar there. But for me, this is an area of what could still be support. So you can see, I'm just going to pick up that tail there, but if you look left, you can see there's a lot that's gone on inside this zone, and we're flirting with it again. We still do have this weekly diversions here, this flag pattern. So if I do that and do that, you can see almost a megaphone type formation, but that is definitely an area of consolidation. So big move up this year and then sort of a pullback. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of confusion as well, and I think this week there's still some big earnings coming through, so we obviously gonna be very volatile. So for me right now, I'm just going to readjust this to that swing low there. That makes most sense because that's what we're rejecting at the moment. And then when we drop down to the 3 hour, trend is down, no two ways about that. We want to be short, but we want to be short of structure. This is the closest bit of structure. We do have some rejections here, but buyers are also coming in off the bottom here. So take that with a pinch of salt at the moment. If we drop down to the hour, we're still very much in a downward trend. You can see moving averages are quite far apart at the moment. Nothing really to write home about apart from this area here. It hasn't quite tagged it, but if you look left, you can see there's a very interesting little zone there. And when was this? This was Friday. So that was Friday. You can see Monday, big move down, big move up, big move down, big confusion. And I suppose on the daily that would give us some form of a range bar. There it is there. So the highs and lows of yesterday are very much what we need to pay attention to. We need to treat that as a range. Break above this zone, you're looking for longs. I don't think I'd be looking for shorts. So I'd rather see rejections higher up. But the way that we've taken out this opening low, or opening high, should I rather say, yesterday, is always a sign that there's a little bit more volatility coming. Okay, right, 15 minutes is what we need to be paying attention to. So above and below the moving averages, lots of confusion. We're in amongst the moving averages here. I think for me, we are either rejecting something in this area, where we're flirting with here. So I'd want to see a move down, pull back, a rejection, and then you'd be probably targeting 41.95, 4200 seems to be the line in the sand at the moment. Longs would only really come into play once we've broken above 42.60 and come back to test that area. So until then, it's kind of a sit and hand scenario. I think you've got some more earnings coming out. You'll have data coming out as well this week. So yeah, I think volatility is going to continue. So you just need to be very careful about what you're doing. So that's kind of my sit on hands view for today. Unless we start breaking these highs, they might be looking at longs. I'm not really that keen for shorts because I suppose it's 200 point risk for 200 point gain. So it's a 1-to-1 setup for the shorts. But just looking at the 8 hour, that does look like we are attempting to come into buy. And if you just look left, you can see we spent a whole week there in the past before climbing back to the upside. So it does make sense on the higher time frames for a rejection much higher up, and that would be the area at 4,300. So rejection there for another leg lower, but this could be a flaw. If you just look at what's going on here, lots of upwards, backwards and forth here, up and down in this area, and that is between, let's just say 41,200 and 42.50. So obviously the bulls see something here with some value for a move to the upside. So I'm kind of sitting on hands until we get a little bit of better structure, but I'd be reluctant to be chasing shorts, not until we start breaking between 4,200 and come back and test it. That would give me the confidence for the shorts. But for now, rather sit back, let this range play out, and watch that 42.50 area for a break and retest of, because that should get you moving up to 4,300, sorry, so 43.09 to be exact, but 4,300 would be the next area for a short for me. Okay, anyway, that's kind of me for today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.